47. Doug bats in the Pelfrey. The kick is long enough. It's high enough. It's deep enough. It's good. The Bengals are 1-0. Cincinnati has gone into India. Look at David Chula running off. He hasn't done that much time. Fumble and recovers. That sets up Morton Anderson. His third field goal. 35 yards out. It's good. The Falcons escape a major upset in the Bruins. Cash, boy, he's always around, isn't he? Falls on the ball, saves the day. Lynn Elliott, good. And so the Chiefs come from behind with scores.
Pickup. Here we go. Kofor, 52 yards up for the win, and it is good. Yes, for the Colts. His fourth field goal is good. He had 4 field goals in the game. New Orleans, take that.
Right on all those ex-Jets for the defensive backfield. And let's look again.
Yeah, right here, sometimes you're just unlucky. The referee gets in Timmy Brown's way. That clears the way for Hasty to have a clean look at the football and a clean look at the sideline.
We're going to overtime. 5 plays into it. Looks like a little handoff to Emmett. There's a hole. It's over. There's no Barry Sanders here, Minnesota. Touchdown, Dallas. They win in overtime on the 31-yard scamper from Emmett.
No, Gary Anderson is rather automatic. You kick a 40, a 43, and now a 35. No draw. No fade.
Smith on a 3rd and 2 from the Oilers' 20. He's in slow motion. But he's going to explode here. Look at him break free. 20 carries, 63 yards for Smith, and a game-winning touchdown. And the Vikes win 23-17 with the ball. Craig over the middle. Jesse Armstead. Oh, look at this. Ball game potential, ball game potential. Look at him go! This is for the win, and it is a touchdown. Wow.
Yards. That new kicker for the Colts, Carrie Blanchard, makes no mistake from 27 yards. So the Colts down 21 points. Last week they knocked the Rams from the ranks of the undefeated.
Instead, the Chargers couldn't do anything with the ball, so they punted too. Tamarick Vanover from his 14, cuts left. Nearly tackled by the punter, Darren Bennett. Oh, how embarrassing that would have been, and he is gone. 86-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs win off a punt return. Get that helmet off. Takes the helmet off. Actually, we don't like to see that right there.
And then from 51 yards in overtime, Michael, comment está usted? Can the Bucs stay in first place? It's long enough. It's high enough. It's deep enough. It's good. Hats off with the big sombrero. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers remain in first. Great job by the punter on the very next play. Mitchell back to pass, and Darryl Green, the veteran Redskin, interception and touchdown. What a way to end an overtime game, except if you're Wayne Fonts. North, 15 yards, as Matt Stover, 28 yards. Good. An amazing Cincinnati comeback is stymied by the Browns. Gives the Panthers a chance to pick up a first down or two. Center it for Casey, 29 yards. Good. And for the first time ever, an expansion team has won 3 in a row. Dom Capers and company.
Would it end? Oh, I feel something coming, fellas. Freeze it pass. Lorenzo Lynch. Remember, the Cards beat the Giants on an interception return for a touchdown, and now they beat the Seattle Seahawks. Lorenzo Lynch, 72 yards and a touchdown.
We're going to overtime. After O'Donnell and Pittsburgh drive inside the 10, Norm Johnson, it's good. The Steelers are off the schneid in the Windy City.
The Vikes on the 50. Moon over the middle. Cadre Ismail. Oh, he stayed on his feet. This is the ball game if he can get into the end zone. Ismail all the way in for the game-winning touchdown, and the Vikings with a dramatic victory over Arizona, 30-24. Let's get this thing over. Greg Davis from 28 yards out for the win. It is up, it is good, and it is finally over. The Cards win a wild one, 40-37.
And then in overtime, Michael, come on, who's dead? 47 yards. Does he squeeze it in? It's good. It's good. For the first time in 13 years, the Bucs will not lose double-digit games.
33-yard line. 4th down, they try for the game-winning field goal. Steve Christie, it's not wide right. 34 yards out. It's good. Bills win 23-20.
And that means Adam Vinatieri. We kick 4 field goals, but Kevin Hardy says, hey, we're going to call a timeout. We're going to get in your face. Parcells had to fire him in the first half, I'm telling you. But the kick is up. It's good. Good. 5 field goals for Vinatieri. He's now Parcells' favorite kicker of all time. Watch. Is it in? Is it in? Yeah, we're going this way with the 2-2 run.
Here's the snap. The kick is on the way. The kick is good, and the ball game is over. And the Cardinals Sure is excited. In overtime, Al Del Greco, 49 yards out. Good. The Oilers win. Oilers win.
Career high. Chris Jackie a chance to win it. He said later that he hates being in this position. Every kicker does. Doesn't matter. 53-yarder wins it. It would have been good from 60.
Final seconds of overtime. Testaverde to Michael Jackson. The biggest hee of the day as it wins the ball game with 10 seconds to go in overtime. Finally, the game ends, and the Ravens win it 37-30.
Boomer assigns him one of the best of all time. Kevin Butler from 37 yards out. Doink! It's no good. The Butler did not do it. But offsides, Washington. Moving in 5 yards. 32-yard attempt. This time. Third time's a charm. Finally, it's over. It's all over. Arizona ran inside the 5. They run for it. Michael, come on, who's down? Houston. Field goal. It felt like a touchdown. From the 28-yard, a 28-yard attempt by Chris Bonio. It's good. It's good. Barry Switzer has beaten the 49ers for the first time in 4 cracks.
Going overtime, tied at 13. He gets another chance. Raiders lost in overtime last week. Raiders lose in overtime this week. 16-13.
That sets up Jeff Wilkins, 38 yards away. It's good. It's 4th of the day. Niners win 19-16. The distinguished smile, the Bill Walsh.
A chance to win. Mike Hollis, 34 yards out. It is up, and it is barely good. 28-25. Jags win it in overtime.
Bills catch Falk behind the line of scrimmage, forcing a 49-yard field goal. It's like a Jeff Blake pass. It's out of the screen, but it's good by Blanchard. And the Colts this time, and that sets up Al Del Greco. Good! The Tennessee Oilers have never lost a game. They beat the Oakland Raiders by the count of 24-21. Are you doing Olindo Mare? Whoa! It's a field goal. It's good. He grew up about 5 blocks.
Set up Kevin Butler. Butthead gives the Cards their first win over Dallas in 7 years. Not smooth, but it's efficient.
Getting the ball for his team.
2 plays later, 2nd and 10 from the 40. Peratt under pressure. Avoids the sack to Michael Westbrook. The circus catch. He punches it into the end zone, and the fans love it. He had only 1 catch in the first 2 games, but 2 touchdowns. And here's the most revealing shot. Look at the speed. I didn't know Norv could do a 4.40. Hey.
Vinatieri. St. Chowda. The Patriots in overtime winning this thing. Huge game for the Patriots at home. They go to 3-0.
Chiefs fans, what? Where you going? Stoyanovich, 41-yard attempt to win the game. It is all good. Chiefs in overtime. Beat the Seahawks for the 12th time. Up Bonio for the win. 24-yarder. If he gets it, 50 straight inside of 35 yards, including the postseason. Money. Eagles win the game 13-10. Their ball. 3rd play of the overtime. Cannell, the former Seminole, fakes the handoff and finds Howdy. Callaway, 68 yards for the touchdown. Chris Callaway, 5 catches, 145 yards in the game. You see the flag, defensive holding, penalty on the Lions, ball game over. Giants win it.
Carrying repeatedly. Sets up Jason Elam. Yesterday afternoon, he was stuck in a snowbank in Denver. On Sunday afternoon, he kicks the game-winning field goal. It's for 196 yards. Then, 3rd down. This play never works in Super Bowls, but at other times it works in the AFC. The shovel pass to the bus. Shovel to the bus. Stewart to Bettis. Touchdown.
Up Jeff Jager. 35-yard field goal. He got it. Marino.
It's good.
Stunned.
Just got it
Kramer.
inside the left upright.
Loving. And the Bears win their first game of the year.
Rookie kicker. It's up. It's good. The guy's got a big leg, but it's his first game-winning field goal. Think the youngster's excited?
2 carries in the game. 53-yard field goal for the wins for the Ravens. No. Stover. No good. Eagles with the ball. 7 seconds up in OT. Hoying spikes it to kill the clock. Called for false start. So Chris Bonio, 40-yarder. Oh! Oh, that's ugly. Boom, that's ugly. Hey, yeah. Ray Rhodes says, hey, hey. Everybody, hey. Year, 5th of his career. Saints go for the win on the next play. Don't waste any time. 1st and 10. Doug Bryan drilled the 38-yarder for the win. 2nd straight week that Bryan has kicked the game win.
After a 10-yard completion to Henry Ellard, Scott Blanton for the win for the tie. Westbrook's antics cost his team a golden up.
Not cower. I love this. Don Coryell was the first to do this. We're going for the end zone anyway. Cower's done it twice this year, both times in overtime. The team has gotten a touchdown.
Days later, Cower says Norm Johnson, nothing but his 10th game-winning kick of his career. Steelers come back to win it 24-21.
I'm at 3.com Park. Overtime after a Jets punt on their own 4-yard line. Now, wait a minute. Garrison first. All right, look at the Hurst. Makes the cut at the midfield stripe. Shakes a tackler. Stiff-armed earlier. Could go all the way. Can you imagine? You pin them on their own 4. 96 yards for a touchdown. Garrett 4 plays in. 3rd down for Detroit. Mitchell, it's an out to Corey Sawyer. Huckman, Tom Sawyer. He's gone. 58 yards. Where was Mitchell on the attempted tackle? So 2 throws at the end. 3rd pick of the day for Manning. 2 plays later. Werfel to the rookie Cam Cleveland. He could go all the way. The New Orleans Bobby April showers doing the jig. Werfel with the touchdown. Jimmy says 4th and 8. Let's go. 43 yards. High enough. Deep enough. Good. Olindo Mare. Whoa. And the Patriots, for the 2nd time in 6 days, have fallen.
Who will call it from Pittsburgh? Number 36, heads, tails, tails, heads. Call it plays in the air. Heads is the call. He said heads, it is a tails.
I believe he said tails.
He did. It sets up a 42-yard game-winning field goal attempt from Jason Hanson, and it is good. The Lions win and the Steelers lose a wild, cranny, zany affair.
Line knows. Young made the run. Wade Ritchie dancing on the ceiling. 23 yards. And the Jackie, 2nd chance. 32 yards. Squeezes it through the middle. And Arizona wins it. 20-17.
The hold, the kick, it's on the way. It's up and it is good. The Falcons are going to the Super Bowl. The Falcons are going to the Super Bowl. The Falcons have done it. They have done the unthinkable. They have won inside the Metrodome, and the celebration is underway on the field.
3rd and 2, 0-24. Look at the play action.
Yeah, and look at the play fake. You see Aikman hover over the football, drew the defense, head in the backfield.
Uh-oh, they were closer to the Rockets at Cape Kennedy than they were to covering Rocket Ishmael. 27 straight Dallas points. He's had a bad season, but he decided not to try a 53-yarder. The punt by Straczynski was ruled a touchback. Ravens first possession in overtime, and it's done. Stoney Case, who won 2, quote, meaningless. If the Giants win the toss, they should give the ball to the Eagles. The Giants had the ball, punted. Now the Eagles have the ball, and what could happen? Michael Strahan, after Christian Peter bats the ball. Defense scores. The Giants have won 3 in a row on Terry Cousins.
Yeah, if he calls.
Gary Anderson, 38 yards. Oh, it goes about 40, but it's good. He's a big target. They're at field goal range. Chris Bonio. Good. It's good. And the Bears at 5 and 6.
England, Florida. He fumbles. Price recovers. First play, Olandis Gary off the Heeze and off the meat rack. 22 carries, 95 yards for Gary. He fumbled in the first half.
30. The Eagles doing on 3rd down. Oh my goodness, it's a bot. That's why you try it on 3rd down. If you don't attempt the kick and you recover the fumble, you get the try kick on 4th down. Brett Conway, good. The Eagles did everything they came back, won it. But instead, the next play, they lost it. Ray Crockett, blitz, Glenn Kadrez, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. The curse continues for Seattle, who now, put it to the chagrin of Steve Sidwell, defensive coordinator in New England. Steve Christie, good, 23 yards. Boy, the Buffalo Bills, who have struggled.
The fumble could be the last home game for that guy, Steve Young. We go to overtime, tied at 20, when Larry Centers is front and center. Touchdown. Strolls in with the 33-yard pass play, and Norv Turner's Redskins are NFC East champion.
Has tied it. Can he win it? 33 yards. Good! For the first time in the 90s. Although we really aren't in the 90s. The 99 season. The Kansas City Chiefs have lost at home to the Oakland Raiders.